See the world under attack. Here we go hard and never fail. We don't back down. You can't stop the fire we bring. Defending the world from aliens and things. It's the Tubular. 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 We take it. We go hard. 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 Defending the world from aliens and things. Guardians.
Well, Desdemona, as we can see from our footage from Captain Biff Calvin and News Chopper 7, it looks like we've got a bit of a traffic jam on our hands. The perfect opportunity to listen to your favorite book on tape.
Oh yeah, Joe, because who doesn't love being stuck in gridlock traffic caused by giant robots destroying the city and being late to the weekly hair appointment?
You're right, Desdemona. It was a tragedy. The Guardians' latest giant robot fight resulted in one robot exploding and the other still lying on the ground, blocking traffic.
And let's not forget the fact that some of my favorite restaurants and shops were destroyed.
Ah, yes, I was getting to that. It's not every day that our fair city gets to witness a battle of epic proportions.
Oh, joy! Let's all grab our popcorn and enjoy the show. Nothing's more entertaining than the possibility of a painful death. We went in depth into the brutal battle on last night's Dragon's Dish and discussed where this fight ranks against all the rest.
And where did your esteemed panel rank this one?
Definitely a contender for the top spot. Shape-changing and identical robots were definitely a new twist.
Just so we're clear, we aren't making light of this situation. Our thoughts go out to all those affected by this event.
Wow, Joe. Your thoughts and prayers will really help the people who lost everything.
Well, we can only do so much. Charity drives and fundraisers are no doubt going to be set up to help those affected by the devastation.
The police have cordoned off the area and are not allowing anyone in. The Cove construction crew appears to be ill-equipped to handle the giant robot.
I don't think anyone is equipped to move a 10-story robot. Downtown is essentially a dead zone for the foreseeable future.
The deactivated robot belongs to the Guardians, so where are they? They usually don't leave their toys lying about. That's totes rude.
Well, that's all we have for now. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story. Next up, controversy erupts at the Squirrel Racing Regionals as claims of tainted nuts comes to light.
The quintet of Benny, Jay, Gwen, Scarlett, and Ha-Nuel stand shoulder to shoulder in the throngs of curious onlookers, their eyes fixed upon the colossal, motionless hulk of the disabled mech. The mammoth machine lies prone on the ground, its once mighty limbs tangled in twisted wreckage. The construction crew swarms around the deactivated giant, their machinery groaning and whirring as they attempt to dislodge it from the Earth's grip, but the fallen mech refuses to budge. Benny, Jay, Gwen, Scarlett, and Ha-Nuel watch in fascination as the construction crew's attempts to move the disabled machine prove fruitless.
Aw, man! They're scratching the hell out of my Phoenix!
Jay, why haven't the Titans returned to the elemental homes? I thought there was a failsafe that allowed them to self-regenerate.
So did I. Any damage from our previous kaiju fights were repaired the next time we summoned them. throw out a hypothesis? I'd say that the combination of Doppeldanger's increased absorption powers and our own source signatures being shifted around have placed them in a defensive stasis mode of sorts.
And how long does a defensive stasis mode last? It's been 12 hours and there's been absolutely no change.
I mean, it's not like these things have owner manuals or something. Pan even said these were prototypes when they stole them.
What's our backup plan? I'm not worried about going toe-to-toe with any of the baddies, but even the world anvil isn't enough to take down the jumbo-size variety.
Our best bet is to take down any geo-monster that sprouts up before they go kaiju. GAIA is on high alert for even that smallest anomaly. If she gets a ping, we go in guns blazing.
I feel like we're stretching GAIA kind of thin. She's constantly looking for Pan, and now, what, she's supposed to be scanning for ley line spikes 24/7?
She's an advanced alien AI? I am fairly certain she can multitask.
Let's not forget about the Johnny D factor.
Johnny D factor?
Jay, you seriously haven't noticed? Okay, let's go get some food. This is gonna be a whole talk.
You three go ahead. Gwen and I still need to plan another cave cleanup crew function.
The green, red, and black-clad teens disappear into the crowd as the pink-clad hero directs his blue-clad teammate to an isolated area from the crowd. The sun beats down, casting harsh shadows. Cool breeze adds to the unease. Gwen impatiently waits for something to break the silence.
Ha-Nuel, what's that look on your face? Did I do something? Say something! You're starting to freak me out.
Gwen? When did we stop being best friends?
What? Why wouldn't we be best friends?
We've never kept secrets, and now you are.
Seriously, I need more details if you want me to be an active participant in this conversation.
I know about the Olympic trials. When I was you, your dad brought it up.
Oh. I was hoping that wouldn't come up.
Why wouldn't you tell me about this? You've been training for the Olympics for years. This is your dream. You should talk to your best friend about giving up on a dream.
Ha-Nuel, I haven't given up on anything. I'm just putting my responsibilities first. The city needs the Guardians more than it needs a swimmer.
But you can't just throw away your passion like that. Swimming is a part of who you are.
So is being a superhero. You know that.
But it's not the same. This is your future we're talking about. The Olympics only come around once every 4 years.
And saving lives is a 24/7 job. I can't just take a break from that.
The silence stretches between them, heavy with a somber and bittersweet air. The weight of unspoken words and unrealized dreams hangs heavily in the stillness. The chirping of birds seems almost mocking against the backdrop of the friends' heavy hearts. Ha-Nuel's eyes glint with unshed tears, and Gwen's shoulders droop with the weight of responsibility.
I just don't want you to regret this decision, Gwen. You've worked so hard to get where you are. Did you ever consider that your passion for swimming is part of why you're a great guardian?
I appreciate that, Ha-Nuel. And I understand where you're coming from, but I have to do what's right for me. For us, we're the Guardians. We protect the city, and that's where my focus needs to be right now.
Ha-Nuel slumps defeated. His eyes glimmer with disappointment. The wind picks up, but he remains still and lost in thought.
I just don't want you to lose what makes you you. That version of you is my best friend, and if you keep changing, what if that changes too?
Gwen puts a hand on Ha-Nuel's shoulder, comforting.
I'm still here, Ha-Nuel. And I always will be. I knew we would be best friends for life from the first day. Face it, you're stuck with me and my drama forever.
Ha-Nuel looks up at Gwen, a small smile forming on his face.
I know. And I'll always be here for you too. No matter what.
Twigster, I think we've sent out enough waves for Pan to surf on home. We just have to trust the big kahuna will find the right one.
I cannot. I will not stop until they are back. They are my oldest friend, and I will not have lost them again.
Lost? Again?
They spent hundreds of years as Harbinger because I couldn't protect them.
Johnny D. pivots, catching sight of Gaia's holographic silhouette staring mournfully into nothingness. With a translucent expression of defeat etched on her face, he saunters over and lowers his head towards hers. The surfer's tan skin radiates against the digital backdrop as he comforts the dispirited Gaia.
Whoa there, Chiquita. That's not the version I caught. You and Pan totally shredded it to avoid those gnarly alien guardians. And when things got heavy, you made sure those kooks didn't score any of the tech the kids use. Sometimes you just can't kick out of the barrel. You gotta send it, try to stay afloat.
I just got them back, and I know that they would do anything if the roles were reversed.
I hear ya. If it brings you inner peace, I'll glide this bird right into that elemental realm and snatch Pan out of there like he's a gnarly wave waiting to be caught.
There are just two flaws with your plan. 1, would you even know how to fly the Enduring Enterprise? 2, even though Jay and Erald will be able to repair all the major systems, we only have enough energy to burn the engines for no more than 10 minutes.
First things first, my see-through friend. This bird is merely a cosmic surfboard. Secondly, I've had some epic moments that lasted way shorter than 10 minutes. Although my time with Pan has been brief, getting stranded in some alternate plane of being isn't going to deter the Blue Bomber on their life's journey.
Blue Bomber? They'll hate that. I can't wait to call them that when they get back.
With a graceful motion, Gaia tilts her translucent head, appearing to rest it on Johnny's shoulder. The silence between them is palpable as the unlikely pair stand side by side for a moment. Then, as if snapped out of a reverie, Gaia straightens up and glides back to the row of monitors, leaving Johnny alone with his thoughts. The brief moment of intimacy is over, but its memory lingers in the air.
What is taking you so long? Are you not the vaunted and self-proclaimed master of thaumaturgy of this age? A mere transfer of energy should prove no challenge for one of your supposed expertise.
The lanky amphibious wizard breaks his steely concentration from the glowing orb floating before him and slowly moves his eyes towards the enraged Tirich Mir.
My lord, this is no mere energy transfer you speak of. The task you have set before me has no precedent in any known magical tome. The energies contained within this crystal are a fusion of the wild magic, the Guardian's power, and the chaotic magic that flows from those insipid twins. It is a dangerous undertaking, one that even the most skilled wizards would hesitate to attempt.
Do my ears deceive me? Do you confess that this task lies beyond your ability?
Nothing is beyond me. However, I am choosing to exercise caution in this matter. The energies infused within this crystal, combined with your formidable power, could result in an explosive outcome. If our aim was to create a simple bomb, this task would be child's play, but we seek a more delicate outcome, one that requires finesse and a mastery of the mystical arts.
All that reaches my ears are pitiful justifications. Either you comply with my demands, or suffer the consequence of me calling forth another of my bolder wizards to accomplish what you cannot.
You don't need to risk your life on the unsure magics of the drowned Duke. Haxatar will lead the forces proudly to conquer the city and defeat the Guardians. With an actual battalion behind Haxatar, these children will fall by nightfall.
Dear Haxatar, you are but a naive and gullible hound, barking of trivial conquests and meaningless victories. The city is but a stepping stone towards my ultimate goal. Bending the very fabric of reality to my will. The infusion of wild magic will serve as the key to unlock the ultimate power. And as I stand amidst its pulsating energy, I shall relish in the taste of omnipotence and dominance as it crawls over me and fills me with the promise of unspeakable might. And once I have achieved my heart's desire, all shall tremble in fear and bow down to me, for I shall be the one true master of Ulm. So go. Your simple mind cannot grasp what is about to occur.
In a fit of anger, the Triceraton storms off, emanating frustration. The drowned Duke pivots to face the seething vortex of merged arcane powers. With measured inhalations and a deliberate pace, he shuts his eyes.
I advise you to brace yourself, my lord. This procedure will be excruciating, to say the least.
Get on with it. I fear nothing.
Enchanting Thrythix, ride winds of the volcanic sea, auric horror, magical ailment and dragon scream, grant thy power to me.
Otherworldly strands slither out from the throbbing spear. The sinews latch onto the Dracotar monarch, racking their form with unfathomable torment. Emerging from the subterranean stronghold, Haxatar Obliterous is greeted by the approaching battalion of Dino Riders. Dozens upon dozens of reptilian soldiers march forward. Many are on foot, while others ride a variety of dinosaurs.
Dino Riders, assemble! It is good to see such a fierce and proud warriors again. We have been given a mission by the Dark Emperor. We are to raise the city of Dragon Cove and leave nothing but smoldering ash in our wake.
General, we were told that the Dark Emperor would lead us into battle.
Does anyone else question Haxatar? Good. We have a city to destroy.
Does anyone else ever wonder who designed this city? There are way too many conveniently placed alleys and dumpsters.
Oh, so contrary to most urban planning of the Pacific Northwest, the layout of Dragon Cove is actually...
Okay, let's have the infrastructure lecture after we find the dinosaur army GAIA said was en route.
I cannot believe we're actually gonna fight real dinosaurs. I've always wanted to roundhouse kick a T-Rex.
I'm not one to squash someone else's dream, but I do have some concerns. Like, for instance, how would your foot even get up to his face?
On the topic of kicking prehistoric animals, can we please not try to hurt or kill the actual dinosaurs? They're essentially beasts of burden and have no real grudge against us.
And what about the lizard people?
You can kick as many of them in the face as you want.
Oh, that is a lot of reptiles.
The ground shakes as a vast army of lizard people, armed with advanced weapons, marches into the city. Their scaled bodies glistened in the sunlight as they moved forward with a synchronized gait. As the lizard people advanced, a dozen rideable dinosaurs with razor-sharp teeth and massive claws emerged from the ranks, adding to the terrifying spectacle.
That's our cue. This is an all-hands-on-deck situation. There's way too many of them and only 5 of us. Hopefully, the citizens of Dragon Cove have learned to give us our space.
You have way too much faith in the people of the city.
Guardians, engage!
Druidic Defender!
Storm Sentinel!
Nova Knight!
Higher Paladin!
Hydro Hoplite! This is going to take all night. They're starting to spread us too thin. We need to stop them from spreading.
I might have just the thing to remedy that. Are you up for a combo?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's do it! Ice Age!
The Green Guardian raises their arms and summons a massive stone wall, barricading the nearby streets. The Blue Guardian throws her hands frozen as icy frost erupts from them. The earthen barricades are quickly frozen, becoming an unbreakable barrier. The reptilian army is now forced to fight their way through the Guardians to continue their path of destruction into the city.
That should hopefully, keep the damage localized to this area.
Oh, I'm sure the Dragon Cove Commerce Commission appreciates it.
Confronted by a squad of scaly soldiers, the Black Guardian strides forward with unshakable poise. With a swift movement, she cleaves her lightning lance in 2, sparking energy crackling through her Eskrima sticks.
We will feast on your bones. Yeah, we'll feast on your bones.
You, shouldn't you want to feast on my meat?
What?
I'm just saying that meat is going to... You know what? Never mind. I can only hope that my course load next year is as easy as this. If not, next year's gonna suck. That's not even the scarier issue. Penny's so focused on going to space. What do we do if Pan never comes back? I appreciate you letting me vent. It was cathartic.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm getting real tired of fighting lizard people. I want to take on a real dinosaur.
You must have the craziest bucket list. I'll clear you
Amidst the turmoil of the battlefield, the pink-clad hero stands frozen like a statue of rose-colored marble. All around him, the mayhem of combat rages on, but he remains motionless, save for the gradual turn of his head towards the distant horizon.
Did you feel that?
Yeah! What the hell, Sentinel? You almost got chomped by that lizard guy!
Seriously, you don't feel that?
Dude, we're in the middle of a fight for our lives. We don't have time for a find your feelings session.
I felt a great disturbance in the source, as if the planet itself cried out in terror. I fear something terrible has happened.
I'm not doubting you, but the only way we get to deal with the next terrible thing is to survive the current terrible thing.
You're right. This nonsense needs to end now. Something way worse is heading our way. Everyone, grab hold of something. I'm sending these foot soldiers to Oz.
With a flourish of his hands, the pink hero propels himself skyward. His wind-based powers manifesting as a swirling maelstrom of air around him. Ha-Nuel pulls strands of pink magic from the air, weaving them together with deft movements. Each strand hums with energy as it is added to the growing tapestry of magic, the threads intertwining to create a shimmering web of power. The air around him crackles with energy as the spell builds in strength and intensity. Finally, as he releases it into the world, the threads of magic stretch and bend, effortlessly controlling the tempest. The storm sentinel sends the tornado hurtling towards the dinosaurs, tearing through their ranks with devastating force.
Jesus Christ, I'm a cracker. When did Sentinel get this badass?
This is more phenomenal. An expenditure of this scale must be costing him his entire energy reserve.
As the wind howls and debris flies, the four other warriors stand their ground, using their elemental powers to keep themselves anchored. They watch in awe as their teammate sends the unsaddled dinosaurs flying skyward, helpless against the relentless onslaught of wind.
Did you just throw 100 soldiers out of the city? That was amazing!
I can't really describe it, but I feel really connected to the source right now.
Whoa, super cool, super awesome. Can we discuss Sentinel's freaky new power level after we take down Haxatar and the herd of dinosaurs at his command?
The big guy is mine. You four handle the petting zoo.
You sure you don't need a hand?
No, this one's all me.
With fierce determination etched on her face, Gwen conjures a second aqua sword and strides forward towards the towering figure of Haxatar Obliterus. Meanwhile, Jay, Ha-Nuel, Scarlett, and Benny sprint towards the pack of prehistoric beasts and their riders, determined to take them down with their combined elemental powers.
How are we divvying this up?
What do we know about them? Any obvious weaknesses?
There's a Stegosaurus, a Triceratops, a Spinosaurus, and that looks like
Dibs on fighting a T-Rex!
That is probably a phrase that has never been uttered before.
Yeah, let's remember it for his tombstone if it all goes south.
The higher paladin charges forward, his mighty flame hammer clutched tightly in hand. Flames pour from his boots, leaving a trail of fire in his wake.
Volcanic kick!
Leaping into the air with all his might, Benny twists his body, delivering a powerful spinning kick to the king of lizards.
Okay. We all know he's gonna be bringing up this moment forever, right?
Should I tell him that it's actually a Tarbosaurus? a distant relative of the T-Rex.
Our only hope is to show him up. Let's go!
I've got a question for you.
What piece of you is Haxatar going to keep? As a trophy of Haxatar severs mortal limbs.
You're a Triceraton? And my friends over there are fighting a Triceratops? How does that work?
Are you trying to confuse Haxatar? To prolong your pitiful life? If so, it will not work.
I'm sincerely asking. Defender says it's a human gorilla thing. And I'd love to tell them they're wrong.
You talk too much. Just fight Haxatar.
The two combatants wielding swords clash with reckless abandon, striking at each other with ferocity. Despite facing a massive opponent, the teenage Hydro Hoplite is able to hold her ground with skill and determination, but the subterranean warrior slowly gets the upper hand.
Do you have any last word for Haxatar? Ends you.
Just two! I slide!
Your futile effort missed. A sad whimper from pitiful opponent.
Check again, big guy.
Is Haxatar supposed to be afraid of a long strip of frozen water?
No, but you should be worried about physics. First, let's freeze those oversized feet of yours. And second, let's give you a hands-on example of the effect of friction on speed.
With a burst of strength, Gwen leaps forward, her aqua swords held high. With a fierce battle cry, she slams into the befuddled Triceraton,
Hi-ya!
sending them hurtling down the ice slide. The Dinosaur warrior disappears into the distance as Gwen stands victorious.
Hoplite, that was straight out of a Looney Tunes playbook. Bugs Bunny would be proud.
I knew there was a reason I took AP Physics last year. How are the dinosaurs?
Things went pretty smoothly. I hypothesized that our ice age move would slow them down. Dinosaurs thrive in tropical climates, so lowering the ambient temperature made them pretty lethargic.
The Dino Riders scattered, but we got a half a dozen new additions for the Dragon Cove Zoo.
Plus, I got to go down in history as the first person to heel kick a T-Rex. I only wish I had a recording.
Should I tell him our visors record everything?
No, let's wait for his birthday.
The sky above the Guardians shakes, and the earth below them trembles violently. The heroes watch in shock as a jagged fissure splits the ground and races towards the subdued dinosaurs. In a flash, the prehistoric beasts are consumed by a rapidly forming sinkhole, disappearing into the depths of the earth.
What in the blue blazers was that?
Probably the weight of the dinosaurs collapsed the street. Constant kaiju fights have probably weakened the street's infrastructure.
Really? At the exact same time of a thunderstorm?
This is it, isn't it? The terrible thing you felt?
I don't think so. This is more like the small earthquake before the volcano erupts.
Should we check on the dinos?
I really don't want to see a pile of dead animals.
There has been an enormous surge of source energy in your area. The pulse is getting stronger. I think Pan has found their way home.
What? No way. Whatever Duke and Tirich Mir are doing is pulling an excess of mystical energy from the elemental plane. Pan must have followed the flow of energy back home.
Crackling energy surges out of the sinkhole like electric tentacles, illuminating the area with a pulsing glow. The air is thick with the hum of powerful energy as the young heroes approach the paranormal event. Their steps hesitant, but determined. With every step, the energy crackles and sparks around them, creating a surreal and otherworldly atmosphere.
That's not a good sound.
Everybody, fall back!
What the hell is that?
Is that Pan?
Clawing its way out of the sinkhole is a fearsome-looking kaiju. The massive Hydra appears to be made up of 4 distinct dinosaur forms fused together. The Stegosaurus forms the base. The Tyrannosaurus Rex head juts from the left side. The Triceratops horns form a deadly crown, and the Allosaur arms sprout from its sides. The Hydra rears back, letting out a deafening roar, its 4 heads poised to attack with deadly force. The young heroes tightly grip their elemental weapons as the air fills with the tension of the upcoming battle.
That is definitely not Pan. The source energy merged the dinosaurs into some sort of Hydrasaur.
What's the plan, Hoplite?
Yeah, we usually use our titans in this situation, but they're still offline.
We use the tools we have. Everyone breaks out their most powerful moves, and we hope that does the trick. Hold nothing back!
My favorite type of plan. Fire Nova!
Oh, Plasma Surge!
Quake Crush!
Gale Fury!
Tsunami Surge!
Excellent! We knocked it off its feet! What do you think, Captain? World Anvil for the KO?
If we do that, we will literally run out of charge. We'll be defenseless.
I don't think this thing is going to wait for us to recharge if the World Anvil doesn't work.
Sentinel, can you do anything with your magic?
I don't think so. The source is screaming right now. I can't tap into it.
It's getting to its feet. We have to do something.
Oh, come on! This is it, isn't it, Sentinel? The horrible thing you felt earlier?
No. No, it's not.
The ground trembles as the enormous Hydrasaur charges forward, jaws gaping and teeth bared, its 4 heads hungry for destruction. Suddenly, a pulsating purple portal bursts into existence, sparkling with cascading light that catches the kaiju's attention. As it stops in its tracks, all 4 heads turn and tilt in unison, staring in awe as a giant mech steps through the portal. The mech stands defiantly in front of the Hydrasaur, its metallic form gleaming in the sunlight.
Is that a purple lion titan?
No, its body's definitely a lion, but that is a humanoid head.
It's a sphinx. Oh, it all makes sense. We detected energy over in northern Africa, and no one ever found any pieces of the vision that endures after it exploded over the bay.
The Cyclops reassembled itself into a Sphinx? Why? Are the Titans made out of Legos?
If that is the vision that endures, that has to mean they're on the shoulder of the Sphinx! Is that Purple Guardian Pan?
It is good to see you all again. I would love to catch up, but there's a geomonster that needs stopping.
The unalienable moment of truth? I am coming aboard.
The shimmering purple guardian teleports into the cockpit of the powerful Sphinx Titan. The alien warrior's fingers dance across the control panel like a concert pianist.
I see you have primed the most lethal armaments, to no surprise. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I have grown fond of Dragon Cove and would rather not turn it into a smoking crater.
The quadrupedal combatants size each other up before rushing forwards. The ground reverberates with each impact of the giant forms.
We have to get our Titans back. With Cronus and the Sphinx, there's nothing Tirich Mir could throw at us that we couldn't defeat.
Do we think Titans have jumper cables? I don't know, maybe Pan can give us a jump after the fight?
A surge of raw source energy might be what we need to reactivate the Titans.
Why wait?
No energy, eh? That explains why you were all engaging this creature on foot. And it is Vanguard no longer. Refer to me as Luminous Legionnaire. I have had just about enough of you. Warrior mode, now!
The purple Sphinx mech rises up on its hind legs and begins its transformation process. Its legs extend and shift, becoming humanoid in shape as it stands tall on two powerful legs. Its torso elongates, its metallic skin sliding and shifting into a humanoid chest and shoulders. Its arms emerge from its sides, the massive paws transforming into sleek and agile arms with sharp claws at the end. The Sphinx's eyes blaze with purple light as it completes its transformation, towering over the landscape as a humanoid mech ready for battle.
His Titan transforms? That is amazing.
Amazing? That's not fair. Can our Titans do that?
There's nothing I've seen that shows they would be capable of it, but it's not like they really came with an owner's manual.
Oh, Big Whoop, it changes shape. How does that help us and our Titans?
We have to trust that Pan knows what they're doing and not just showboating.
All right, Ugly. I need you to take a little time out. Guardians, I highly suggest averting your gaze or darkening your visors. Solar Flare!
The chest plate of the now bipedal Titan begins to softly glow before the plate erupts with a blinding light. The Hydrosaur's 4 heads are all blinded by the burst, and the monster flares as it moves back.
That will only give us a few seconds. What do you all need from me? Are you certain that the blast will not damage your Titans? Defender? That is good enough for me.
The purple mech's palms open towards the deactivated Mega Titan, unleashing 2 quick and powerful pulses of elemental energy. A moment of stillness follows before Kronos begins to slowly rise from the wreckage.
It's alive! It's alive!
Frankenstein?
Oh, this is just one of the reasons I love you.
All right, team, let's help Pan finish off this Geo monster.
The Hydrasaur's vision clears, revealing its new opponents. Undeterred by the sudden appearance of its foes, the beast moves forward with unbridled fury. Its 4 heads snarl and snap on their long necks, ready to unleash a barrage of deadly attacks upon its unsuspecting prey. The ground shakes beneath its massive feet as it charges forward, its eyes fixed on its targets.
Power levels of this thing are off the charts. It's almost pure source energy, and it's only getting stronger.
Then we better figure something out quick.
This would be significantly easier if it was split in half. With 4 heads, it's almost impossible to land a good hit.
Unless this thing turns into a Thanksgiving wishbone, I don't think we're going to be able to split it in half.
Why couldn't we? Defender, with the power of the 2 mechs, could we split this thing in half?
From my brief observations on the new mech, I would say it's pretty possible. We would just have to get in close enough.
Legionnaire, that's our play. We're going to grab 2 heads. You're going to grab 2 heads. And we're going to pull like there's no tomorrow.
And the unalienable moment of truth trade blows with the beast, exchanging powerful strikes that echo through the city streets. The fight rages on, with neither side gaining the upper hand. Suddenly, the Titan and Mega Titan each grab 2 of the beast's heads and begin trying to rip the monster in 2. The Hydrasaur explodes in a burst of fire and smoke, sending debris flying through the air.
Tubular Teens with Titans is written and produced by Velvet Fiend Rabbit Productions. Our theme song, Thunder Sword, is written and produced by Ahmad Judah and Joe Chasm, with lyrics and vocals by Keisha Wallace. If you liked what you just heard, please head over to the podcast service of your choice and leave us a rating and a review. It truly helps more people find the show. Tubular Teens with Titans features the vocal talents of
I'm Briar Zachary, and I play the Druidic Defender, Terra.
Ryan Tibbitts, and I played Benny Humo, the Pyre Paladin.
I'm Tim Loika, and I play Storm Sentinel, Ha-Nuel Yasao.
I'm Keisha Wallace, and I play the Hydro Hoplite, Gwen Avalon.
Sup, I'm Allegra Rodriguez Shivers, and I play the Nova Knight, also known as Scarlett Watts.
I'm Shayne Cochran, and I voice Erald.
I'm Michael Waldschlager II, and I played Vahan.
Hi, my name is Vanna O, and I am the voice of Haxatar Obliterous.
I'm Noah, and I play Johnny Dakota.
Kyle Gould as Reginald Thaddeus III.
I'm Jerry Kokich, and I play the Drowned Duke.
I'm PJ Argento, and I voice Tirich Mir.
Hi, I'm Sarah Roberts, and I play Desdemona George.
I'm Shayne Patrick, and I play the Narrator.